Welcome. You're with the Nasty Pastor. I'm back with another reading, another chapter reading of The Fall of America, which is a book from my understanding of right now. It's a book about prophecies. It's a book about pointing out how the fall of America will happen. Um, Before we get started, please go over to my YouTube channel, Only Faith Ministries. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Definitely comment, and I'm not gonna hold too much of your time up. I would like to put more time into the reading than me just talking. And the first chapter is called The Introduction. If you have viewed the shorts, the clips, of the opening introduction, usually when I start to read a book, I give an opening introduction to it, a background to it, what I'm looking for out of this book, what I'm expecting to achieve out of this book, what I'm expecting to learn out of this book, what education this book gonna give me. Anywho, once again, I am the Nasty Pastor. Let's go and get into this reading, and let me just say this, religion, spirituality, it deals with praying and worshiping a higher power. So I just say this to you, and I, always want you to understand is this. Know whom you're praying to. Know why you're praying to whom you're praying to. These scriptures, get an understanding of the scriptures before you stand on whom you pray to. Man wrote this, yes, man wrote this. Man is tainted, yes, man is tainted. Got it? But you can use your common sense to not be tricked. Let's go and get into this. Once again, like I said, chapter 1 is the introduction, and it starts like this, The time is now for a full and clear statement of what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is teaching, what he is about, why he is doing it, and why nothing will stop his forward action. First, let it be said that he is not a racist. Unlike the white race, he does not preach the inferiority of any race or group. He does not advocate denial of any group's rights and categorically asserts that every citizen has the right, should he wish to use it, to exert the rights of citizenship offered him, either through ignorance or evil intent. Some have confused racism with religious dogma. Mr. Elijah Muhammad teaches that the so-called American Negroes are the chosen of Allah. He teaches that all others are among the non-chosen and nothing they can do will after that fact. This is the grounds on which so many accuse him of racism. If this be racism, then every religion since man has preached racism. The Jews teach that they are Jehovah's elect. The entire sequence of events that culminated in the death of the man called Jesus was set in action because Jesus, sought to destroy the concept of the elect. The Catholic Church teaches that it is the only church. It forbids its members to intermarry with non-Catholics, save under special dispensations, and even then, the children of such marriages must be pledged to the church before the marriage takes place. Catholics are taught not to consort with non-Catholics in religious terms of references. The Baptist Church teaches that it alone is right, that Christians who have not been submerged under the water have not received true salvation. Admittedly, each of these groups teaches a doctrine that tells its followers that they are the elect, that they are set apart, and that their spirituality is the only one worth holding. So does Mr. Elijah Muhammad. Mr. Muhammad says we are the elect of Allah in the same sense that a Jew says he is the elect of Jehovah, or that other denominations pursue their theological ends. If Mr. Muhammad in teaching Islam is accused of racism, then so must every other religious denomination or sector. What I'm gonna do right there, I'm gonna bookmark this. I'm gonna write me a short paragraph so I know exactly where I stopped at, where I can pick up at. And to be honest with you, I think I did that right. I think I did that so right that, you know, we can break down the introduction, the introduction of the Fall of America into 2 parts or 3 parts. And it probably be done in 3 parts, but I want to touch on some things, you know. I've never heard a lot of Elijah Muhammad speeches. You know, I know where a lot of the hatred towards white people come from. You know, I've heard Elijah Muhammad speak about that. You know what I mean? I just haven't heard a lot of if you compare Elijah Muhammad's speeches to Minister Farrakhan's speeches, you know, Elijah Muhammad is a little watered down. Basically what I'm saying. You know, but I want to touch on the religions that they touched on, how you must bow down or you must accept something under this religion. This is done this way. You know, we're really under these 4 doctrines, right? What was it? Baptist, Catholic, Christian, and Muslim, right? These 4 religions, these 4 ways of life that the black community is Allah, you know, picked. You know, the Jews went up under what is that? Christianity, where they took Jesus in their life. You know what I mean? So that could be Baptist or Christianity, and can be Catholic. You know what I mean? But you know, to better explain this to you, you know, and I don't want to keep saying this, but if I have to keep saying it to get it across, I'm gonna say it. You know, what Moses took out of Kemet, what Moses took out of ancient Egypt, he took it into the Middle East. From the Middle East, it grew legs and became Allah. It became Islam. It became Baptist. It became Christian. It became Buddhism. You got what I'm saying? And I never really touched on Buddhism because I don't know a lot about Buddhism. I never went that far to really search into their culture. You know what I mean? I've read some things that make some sense to me. That's almost to the same as what's going on in a Baptist or Christian or Catholic, you know, religion community. So I skimmed it. I seen some things that made sense, and I said, I get the Asians. You know what I mean? And I just want to say this again. You know what I mean? Abram and Lot, you know, they were brothers. Abraham and Lot was brothers. You know, but they never lived in the same part of the world. You know what I mean? So, you know, just to, give you a hypotenuse, a theory, answer, insight. Lot could have went on into the Middle East, into the deep part of the Middle East, and Islam arrived through Lot, because Lot and Abraham had disagreements. You know what I mean? Abraham was under Judaism. You know what I mean? That's how Moses ended up taking what he learned in Kemet in ancient Egypt into Canaan up under Judaism. You know what I mean? Up under Baptist. You get it? So I say this to you, you know what I mean? We all, get it from the root. Where we take it to from the root, we have added on to it. We have added what we wanted to add on. We have seen it the way we wanted to see it, instead of seeing it for what it is. Instead of using the common sense you have, using the education you have, using your research abilities, your study abilities to figure out what's the truth. What holds so much weight towards the truth? What holds so much weight towards being false? Religion is tricky. You know what I mean? We all have a testimony inside of us. We all have a job to do on this rock. We all have to figure out, whom are we praying to? We all have to figure out, why are we here? What was our purpose here? Why do we have a purpose here? And the first purpose I can give you is to prove to whom you pray to, you can be a obedient servant, a obedient child. You can come back into heaven and be civilized. You get me? You understand? Look, once again, like I say, I got it bookmarked, I got it figured, and this has been, the introduction to the fall of America. I would say it's chapter 1, part 1. Who, once again, I am the nasty pastor. Please like, please share, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Only Faith Ministries, and go over there and comment. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna do a lot of bashing of Islam. What I'm gonna do is point out to you the minister. And I ain't gonna do a whole lot of bashing of him. You got me? He'll bash this up enough. You feel me? You understand me? My whole, how to put it, direction of this is to figure out, is the fall of America alive and living in America? Was this successful? Has this been hindered? Can we stop it? Those three things. You got me? Alive and living in America? What has it hindered? And how can it be stopped? Look, I'm out. I love you.